Strolling into the Egyptian workmanship displays of the Brooklyn Historical Center is a chance to see items and curios that are thousands of years old. Among them are old figures with an indisputable style. After looking into it further, nonetheless, you might understand something doesn't add up about these sculptures. Large numbers of them have sooner or later lost their noses. Specialists uncovered the vile truth about why countless Egyptian sculptures don't have noses any longer. Before we kick off, hit that subscribe button. The shortfall of noses in Egyptian sculptures is a typical element because of harm after some time. Edward Blaber, the guardian at the Brooklyn Historical Center, has concentrated on this peculiarity and proposes that it is more mind-boggling than normal mileage. A few sculptures might have been harmed unintentionally, while others were purposely distorted because of multiple factors. This incorporates Egyptian canvases too, showing a broad practice. Old Egypt was a critical civilization known for its developments, including cultivating and medication. The incomparable Sphinx of Giza, perhaps one of the most renowned Noseless sculptures, is an image of security and is much of the time portrayed wearing a hood like a pharaoh. There are various Sphinx sculptures, including one made of alabaster in Memphis and one more moved to the Metropolitan Exhibition Hall of Craftsmanship in New York. The biggest and most well-known Sphinx is situated close to the incomparable Pyramid of Giza. Pharaoh Khafre is accepted to be answerable for the Sphinx's development. Proof from archaeological digs and examinations supports this hypothesis. The structure of the Sphinx required a huge labor force, and leftovers close to the Sphinx sanctuary propose an incomplete undertaking. The name Sphinx is Greek, and its unique Egyptian name is accepted to be Harmachis, related to the god Horus. Over the long run, the significance of the Sphinx decreased, and love stopped, bringing about disintegration and harm to the figure. It was at last uncovered in the 19th 100 years, uncovering just the head and the missing nose. A few endeavors were made over the years to uncover the Sphinx, with Selim Hassan finishing the job during the 1930s. The disintegration of the Sphinx's nose has been the subject of many hypotheses. Some accepted it was lost during Napoleon's attack, yet proof recommends it was obliterated before, potentially in the 1500 years. The predominant power in Egypt since the 7th century has been Islam, which goes against worshipful admiration. Old Egyptian sculptures had an otherworldly reason, filling in as an association between the living and the divine beings. Sculptures were treated as vessels for divine beings, or as a way to protect the spirits of the departed. The annihilation of sculptures was viewed as upsetting the connection between individuals and divine beings. Explicit body parts, like the nose or ears, had representative importance, with their expulsion representing the homicide of the spirit inside the sculpture. Sculptures could be obliterated in light of multiple factors, including assurance against irate spirits or adjusting authentic stories. The pharaohs went to lengths to safeguard significant sculptures. For example, encompassing them with walls. Annihilation of sculptures required arranging and ability. Christians thought about sculptures as agnostic and evil presences and frequently annihilated them, while Muslims involved old sculptures as development materials. The alternate points of view on sculptures since the beginning of time exhibit different inspirations for their annihilation. A presentation called Striking Power. The iconoclasm in Old Egypt plans to feature distorted and flawless sculptures to feature their motivations. The display will highlight craftsmanship dating from the 25th century BCE to the 1st century promotion and will be facilitated by the Pulitzer Expressions establishment in St. Louis, Missouri. For more awesome discoveries, hit subscribe.